massage events. I'm the type of person that give me more the better. I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy the pace of it. But you have to be careful with how you use your body mechanics. See, I'm just kind of leaning in on Lisa here. Hey, this is a massage technique, okay? Here's the point. Your person is going to be, well, pretty much like your wall, what you're going to lean into. Now, I've done enough events where I have seen techniques that are going to strain joints. And I have seen these techniques. I'm going to demonstrate them for you, but I'm going to show you a more optimal, safer way to do the techniques. So here's the common areas. Your glenohumeral joint. Right here, that is where your humerus goes in the glenoid fossa. Rotation issues is what I see over and over again. Also, the ulnar radial joint. Another area that's often stressed. Good old wrist. Hey, no brainer. The wrist, have to be very careful, otherwise known as your carpals. And your fingers, phalanges. I've seen a lot of things that could go possibly awry with this and could possibly permanently injure you. So let me show you some of those techniques. Let's first start out with the glenohumeral joint. Remember, its primary function, rotation. There is flexion involved. All right, there's a common technique. I coined this one the windshield wiper. You, my friend, are not a windshield wiper, okay? So, notice what's happening is everything's coming from the glenohumeral joint. My arms are straight. There we go. You do this enough, and you're going to injure your joint. The best thing to do for this, there's nothing wrong with the action itself. This is what's wrong, the rotation. So instead, lean in. And it still feels the same to your person. In fact, it probably feels even deeper and probably even better. Leaning in and a slight rotation as I'm coming in instead of this. I'm not putting stress on that glenohumeral joint. Now here's another one. I call this washing windows, okay? That's the action. Oh my goodness, rotation in that joint's going to take its toll. Here's the alternative. Very subtle. What I want you to think of is I want you to become that precision driver of that race car. I want you to become that equestrian that jumps the horses over the fence, okay? You don't even see the subtle differences. But here it is. My body's leaning in as I lean in. There you go. It's almost like a nice swim. That's what I'm doing instead of this. And it actually moves more tissue. So those are the two culprits for the glenohumeral joint. Let's go into what some things can happen right at the radial ulnar joint. I've seen this. Kind of a different version. I've seen this. Alternative to that. There you go. No need to rotate. This is what I'm doing. Making the same motion. Another version that I found is people who constantly are going like this. Constantly flexing. Here's an alternative to it. Just lean in and then slightly flex that elbow in order to come in. No need to make this a big move. The wrists, aka name's carpals. I've seen this. So the arms are straight, nothing going on in these two joints. But here's what's happening at the wrists. Really popular area people do this in. Oh no, there's no need to do this. Alternative to that? It's the same thing, you guys. This is what I'm doing. Instead of, there we go. Now, the ever popular, I call it the butterfly, or the bat. Oh no. Even if you're not feeling the pain now, you will later. What's happening is you're hyperextending your wrists in order to give compressions. I see this a lot. There's your alternative. Y'all, it's still the same. This is what it is. Instead of here, feel that you might say, well, it kind of looks the same. No, it's not. There's less rotation. With the rotation, there's hyperextension. Here you're just extending. It's not hyperextension. Another alternative would be use a different tool. Keep the wrist straight, and I can do my compressions this way. Or use a forearm. No, we don't do this. There you go. You can do compressions this way. Anything but that. Another area that gets stressed, like I said before, the phalanges. Let's include the thumb in this one. Oh yes, I've seen the twirly thumbs and the jazz hands. Okay. There's a way to remedy this. So let me include you. Yes. Whenever you want to do, let's say, pinpoint massage, some of those trigger points, some adhesions, no. The alternative to that, you can hold your thumb stationary. Now, what I recommend is you actually reinforce. If you're going to use the thumb, reinforce. We call this the saddle joint, actually. The thumb is actually referred to as the saddle joint. You want that to remain still and stationary so you can hold. And I'm actually using my body. Rest your hands and no need to do this. Let your hands rest on her body for leverage. That's all you need to do. There you go. That joint is not moving at all. Now, if you want, stubbornly, sometimes I get stubborn. If you want to use both thumbs at the same time, rest your hands entirely on the body because you get leverage that way. Press in with your body weight. Now I'm moving with my body. And you're probably saying, oh, wait a second, it's not kind of the same thing. No, it's not the same thing, but it probably feels a lot better. Mm-hmm. Oh, good, Lisa says it feels good. Yeah. Is there a difference between this and this?
Definitely.
There's a huge difference. Yes, you're able to get your body weight safely into your work. So let's extend this to the phalanges. Oh my goodness, I've seen the bad. I've seen this. I said, what's wrong with that? Same thing. We're doing some creepy crawly thing coming up her back like this. It's going to take its toll on your fingers after a while. So here's an alternative. It does not matter that your hands are on her entirely because you can just emphasize hand parts. I'm pressing into her with my finger pads, but notice how I have the leverage of my entire hand. Now realistically, I'm going to have to move a little bit like this. It's the same action, but you're doing it more safely. And you're doing it where you're able to sustain the technique as well without injuring your fingers. Remember, these are small joints that's going through a lot of body weight. I don't know how much you weigh, but I know how much I weigh, okay? Going into my hands. And you're doing repetitive work. So you want to save yourself.
In part 3, we're going to actually do a massage routine. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and share this video. See you next time.